Hey girl, it's me, Betty Confetti. So today we're going to talk about Miss Bonnie Blue Part 2, aka AnnieKnight. So AnnieKnight is a woman from Australia and she's an OF model. So she tried to do 582 dudes in 6 hours and she ended up essentially breaking her hoo-ha. So what happened was she tried to do a challenge that was similar to Bonnie Blue and Bonnie Blue's little fake friend. And she tried to take the 582 men within 6 hours. And after a certain point, she couldn't continue because it triggered her endometriosis. And if you're a woman, you know what endometriosis is. If you're a guy, you don't know. You can look it up. But it triggered that. And now she's in a hospital with excessive bleeding. Girl, was it really worth it? Like, if you knew you had a condition like that, and a lot of us women do, and if you want to be a woman in the future that maybe produces children, why is it that you would do something like that? And it says in the article that the hospital told her, which this is a no-brainer, that elevated stress levels worsen her endometriosis. Girl, you get enrailed by 500 something dudes. Yes, that will trigger your endometriosis. And she looks really shocked in one of the pictures, like right here, like, oh yeah, that wasn't on my 2025 bingo card. Why wouldn't it be? How do you not know that that would happen? And it says that the hospital knew about her activities prior to any of this happening. I really want to get into the heads of these people. And I said it in one of my videos about Bonnie Blue in the past, that the bar is going to be constantly raised. The bar is going to get raised so high with people trying to become famous with OF content that it's going to get to the point where people are going to start laying with animals, because this is like the number of men they can only do but so much, or either they gonna lie about how many men they actually did. It's just bad. And then she was like bragging about how she did it with an 18-year-old guy that just turned 18 like that day. Like, girl, who cares? But anyway, she has to take 6 days off, it says, a month to heal. If you really have to dedicate time to healing to perform a job, it's not really worth it, because once you get older, it's going to only get worse. I will say that, girl, some things are just not worth it. She'd be better off probably giving BJs and setting a BJ record than actually getting railed like that, because it's just going to cause her nothing but harm. It's just going to cause her nothing but harm and anguish in the future. But yeah, you know, if you want to set the record for something, you know, you got to do it big or go home. And she definitely ended up going home instead of going big, because the guys that were big ended up turning her out, and not in the way that she thought. But girl, like, what do y'all think about this? Because I sit and think about this a lot. I'm like, these chicks, like back in the day when you were like enter into the sex worker realm, like what you had to do, like just be a dirty girl. And now these girls are being the ultimate dirty girl, but at their detriment. Like, sheesh, girl, like, ugh, I don't know. It's like, I don't really know what to say to these girls, because like old school sex workers did what she was doing, like, you know, adult films, and just kept it pushing. But now, because they're not trying to be creative, they're just doing more things that's just going to be excessive on their bodies and actually hurt these girls. But anyway, moving forward, like I said, don't be surprised within a year or two when you start hearing about people doing it in places they're not supposed to, doing it with animals, doing things with inanimate objects, when they start doing things with whatever, or they might start masturbating with things they shouldn't, or they might even lay with someone who has something just to push the envelope. The goalpost is going to continue to move because people just don't know when to stop. It has to come to an end at some point. And I hope this young lady recovers and makes a full recovery. But if she keeps doing the same dunderhead behavior, she will not. And the consequences will be dire. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think about Bonnie Blue Part 2, aka AnnieKnight. Pretty much breaking her hoo-ha. All right, guys. I love you all. Ciao.